So what do you feel like that missing link is? You know, when you look over these kids or you look into, you know, these young people, what do you feel like, just in your opinion? Nobody has to be right about everything, but what do you think?
I mean, as soft and fuzzy as it might feel, I mean, access does matter. Money does matter. Zip code does matter. But I feel like one of the biggest missing elements is just plain old hope. You know, what are our kids hoping for? What future are they hoping for? I've met kids who told me what they wanted to be when they grew up when they were 14 years old. You know what I mean? They already had a dream and they already gave up by 14. Why does that make any sense? You know, and when I asked them, well, why are you saying wanted? Why are you saying wanted? Like, explain that to me. And they said, well, because my parents have debt. They tried to go to college. It didn't work out. They have all this debt and they don't have a degree. And I don't want to be in that situation. And that's a logical response to that situation.
That's super logical.
You know, when I first came to Bridge of Grace and started my first after school program, this is why I said the kids found me. I didn't find them. I had two little girls who just came across the street and would sit and stare at me after school. You know, Bridge of Grace is right across the street from Levon Scott Academy. Love that school. Hardworking teachers. But these little girls would come and sit and stare. And so I was just like, okay. So I started coming up with stuff for them to do because they were at my desk every day. You know? And I finally cut a deal with them to say, hey, if you come here just once a week, only once a week, I'll come up with some cool programming for us. You know, so we started doing character building, career exposure, creativity, kind of the things that I would love to do as a kid. And they dug it too. But, you know, I started asking them, like, why? You know, they always say, you're different. You talk different. You look different. I didn't know, like I said, I was normal to me. I didn't know what that meant. And so finally I asked one of them, I was like, sweetheart, what do I look like? Because she kept saying, you dress different. I was like, what do I dress like? And she said, you dress like a very busy lady. And I was like, oh,
that's a lovely
I'm busy. Okay. You know, and I kind of put the two and two together. I was like, okay, I'm an oddity because I'm here in a suit and I'm typing on a computer and I'm building a house on my computer. And why am I building that house on my computer? And is that house across the street? And, you know, why do you answer the phone like that? You know, these are all things I grew up playing with my dad's payroll machine. You know, I grew up, you know, how many grooves, how many numbers can I put in the thing? You know, I grew up literally with a pill counter because that's what my parents did. I grew up typing because they used computers and because there's no child labor laws for family, you know? So I grew up working in the pharmacy. I grew up seeing my parents look professional every day and my neighbors look professional every day. Our little girls, those two little girls weren't seeing that. And so they started coming and checking me out. So I think, you know, seeing someone that looked like them in a position that was like that was different for them. And it made them feel like that kind of job was reachable and tangible to them. It didn't feel out of reach anymore.